Hey y'all, it's Sierra, aka Capricorn Moon Goddess, back with another video for you all. This is another pick a card reading. So the theme of this reading is going to be, what are your spiritual gifts? And what is it that you can do to make them stronger or to make them more useful for you? Okay, so if you don't know how pick a cards work, you are going to choose from one of three piles, one of three groups, one of three cards. Okay, you're using the card on top to determine which card calls to you, which one you feel more drawn to. And then you will go into the comment section or the description box and click on the hyperlink that corresponds to the card, the group number, or the pile that you chose. So this is going to be card number 1, group number 1, pile number 1. So if this card is calling out to you, or this group is calling out to you, then you'll go in the description box or the comment section, find group 1, pile 1, card 1, click on the hyperlink next to that, and it will take you directly to your reading for group 1. Same with group 2. If this card is calling out to you, you're a part of group 2. And for group 3, if this card is calling out to you, you're a part of group 3. All right, bear with me. My nose is running nonstop, so I will be having to pause to blow my nose and all that stuff. So annoying, but I am working on some a herbal concoction to help with that. All right, I just had to take my first pause of the reading. Man, it is, I'm in Texas and we're just now getting the fall weather. This is October, but it's just now getting like a little bit cool outside. So yeah, anytime the weather changes, it definitely triggers my sinuses. So like I said, bear with me. But again, this is group number 1. This is group number 2. And this is group number 3. All right. Now, if you are having trouble picking with the cards themselves, we will use crystals also. So for group 1, we have this Jade and Pyrite sphere. So it's a mix of Jade and Pyrite. So this will be for group 1. All right, so for group 2, we have Amethyst. Group 2 is the Amethyst. And group number 3 is a mixture of different crystals. This is a 7 chakra pyramid. So it looks like we have amethyst up here. This is probably green aventurine. I'm sure there's citrine in here. And I don't know what the blue and the red crystals are. Okay. So this is going to be group number 3. I don't know if I should lay it down or probably lay it down. All right, so group number 1, Pyrite and Jade. Group number 2, Amethyst. Group number 3, 7 chakra pyramid. So there's 7 crystals. I know for sure there's probably amethyst, citrine, and like green aventurine. So you can take a moment to decide which one calls out to you. You can pause if you need to, so you can have time to just take a moment to look at each pile, see which one resonates with you. Don't make this difficult. Don't make it hard. Go with whichever one calls out to you first, and then go in the comment section, click on the hyperlink that's associated with the group you chose. That will take you directly to your reading, so you don't have to sit and watch the readings for every other group. See you at your piles. Toodles. Hey, group 1, you all chose this card, or you chose, this crystal, the Pyrite and the Jade. So we are going to go ahead and get started with your reading regarding your spiritual gifts. So we're going to see what some of your spiritual gifts are and how to maximize those gifts. Now, if you chose this stone, again, it's Jade and Pyrite, which are both great for abundance and good fortune. Okay, so you may be able to use your spiritual gifts to make money, either by manifesting money in a multitude of different ways, or simply by using your gifts to make money. So using your gifts as a career, turning your gifts into a career or a lifestyle. Okay, so Jade and Pyrite are great for, like I said, financial abundance, endurance, wisdom, renewal, okay, confidence. And then it's in the shape of a sphere. We know a sphere is something that goes round and around and around and around. So it's basically something that is endless. Okay, so you have a lot of infinite resources. You have infinite resources that you can tap into, and your spiritual gifts will help you with that. I'm trying to think of what the figure 8 stands for, and I don't know why. I know it stands for infinity, but I was thinking of something else. Also, the shape on this is like kind of like a sphere too, so I think that's interesting. Y'all chose this card and this crystal. Let me see. So it says, carved into a sphere, this offering radiates energy in all directions, above, below, toward all 4 sacred directions. Okay, you could also be into like Native American medicine. I believe they use the 4 directions. That's a term they use in Native American shamanism and things like that. So you could be a shaman. Let me see what else. So Jade dispels negative energy and encourages self-reflection, balance, clarity of vision, to help you plan and to move forward with the next step. So you use your intuition to help you make important life decisions. It says it's known as a stone of good luck. It brings success, and it's highly valued in Asian tradition. So you could be Asian or have Asian ancestry or look towards that type of medicine or those type of practices, okay? For Pyrite, it activates the solar plexus chakra for inner strength and self-worth. And once again, I said you may use your spiritual gifts to bring in money. So you may use it for work. So you could be a psychic, a spiritualist, a candle maker, palm reader, astrologer, something like that. Okay, it says it corresponds with the zodiac sign of Leo, so you could be a Leo or have that significant in your birth chart. It brings positivity, vitality, and overall well-being. All right, so that's just some information about the crystal that you all chose. Now we're going to go ahead and pull some tarot cards, and then we will look at your oracle cards. All right, so please give me a message for pile 1, group number 1. What do they need to know when it comes to their spiritual gifts? Once again, we are talking about money, okay? Y'all are really good with manifesting money and abundance. We have 9 of Autumn, which is 9 of Pentacles, okay? 9 of Pentacles is having all of the resources that you need and not having to depend on anyone else in order to get those resources or retain those resources. When I say not having to depend on anyone else, I don't mean you don't need anyone's help, like ever, like you never need anyone's help. But what I'm saying is you don't have to depend on people that are going to use their help against you, okay? Let me see if I can turn this light on. Will that help? Let me see. Not really, but we'll leave it on. We'll leave it on anyway. Okay, so here is the card. It says, Ragdoll Cat, your success has brought you financial security and the reward of much reserved time off to enjoy your own company. So you could be, maybe you recently left your job, or maybe you've been self-employed for a while. So you get to make your own schedule. I was just thinking about how I'm really frustrated that I'm not feeling good today. However, I was grateful that I don't have to clock in to a job, or I don't have to use a sick day, or I don't have to explain why I'm not feeling good today. I was just able to rest and then get up a little bit later than I normally do to get my work done, okay? So you may be just basking in being independent, not having to work for someone else because your spiritual gifts are bringing in finances for you. It says you may suddenly have a brilliant idea for a business or self-employment opportunity that will be very successful, okay? We have the Wheel, which I believe is the Chariot, okay? So you could be Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. You could be I don't know why I said that. I'm only meant to say Cancer, but I guess you could be any water sign for this reading, which would make sense, being very intuitive and being able to use your intuitive gifts for work. Okay, the water signs are said to be some of the most intuitive. Some people also argue that Virgo, which is a earth sign, is also very intuitive, very psychic. But yeah, so we have the Chariot. Expect a sudden positive change in your life. You can now move forward and make great progress. And then we have 9 of Cups. 9 of Summer is here, but that's 9 of Cups in traditional tarot. Once again, so we have the 9 of Pentacles and we have the 9 of Cups. So that is emotional fulfillment and fulfillment when it comes to your finances, okay? And the Cups are cards that talk about emotion and intuition. So you're very intuitive. That's one of your spiritual gifts. Very intuitive. It says, now's the time when your dreams come true. Don't worry about how this will happen. Just give gratitude to God for all that you have and all that is yet to come. So you're in a space where you're able to maximize your gifts to make sure you can use those to live the lifestyle that you want to live. Princess of Summer is the Page of Cups. Okay, so once again, very intuitive. It says sensitive, kind, open-hearted, inexperienced. So you're not necessarily inexperienced with using your spiritual gifts, but you may be new at using your spiritual gifts for money or to create the lifestyle that you want. So it is a little bit nerve-wracking. You're kind of still figuring out what to do when it comes to that, and how to remain confident that you will be able to maintain stability. But yeah, your gifts are going to provide for you. It says, dear, you can expect to kindle a new romantic relationship. Ooh. Or a close platonic friendship. You may suddenly receive an emotional message from someone or be invited to a social event. So you are the type of person that people open up to. You don't necessarily ask people to tell you their business, but they just come up to you and tell you their business, whether it's a stranger or somebody that you know well. Okay. Let me make sure I'm still recording. Okay. We had a little debacle last night, so I don't want that to happen again. 6 of Spring, which is 6 of Wands. It says rescue dog, mixed breed. So you're someone mixed breed, okay? You could, I know that's not a term that you're supposed to use for people that have several ethnicities mixed within them, but it is a term that is derogatory, but it used to be used like in the 90s. So you could be someone who is considered mixed, okay? But really, this is talking about you have a bunch of different spiritual gifts, okay? You're very multi-talented when it comes to your spiritual gifts. It says you may receive a promotion, be chosen for a scholarship, or find that you're singled out for special recognition. So if you have a platform where you do spiritual work, maybe like TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, social media, you're going to start to get more traction. Or you're just going to see an increase in your sales or your clients, okay? Hold on, woo, this is crazy how much my nose is running. Oh my God. Okay, it says you've done an amazing job and you deserve all the attention. 8 of Wands. Okay, so this is something that's happening very quickly for you all. May seem like domino effects. One thing gets triggered and that just sets off everything for you. It says B. We talked about Oshun in my reading last night. So you all, that could mean something to you. Maybe you work with Oshun. But it says you've been presented with many wonderful opportunities all at once. While this may feel very stressful, remember to be grateful for the blessings that heaven sends to you. So grateful, that word keeps coming up. So make sure you're practicing gratitude. But with the Queen of Wands here, yes, you are going to be seen more. You're going to be in the public eye. It says talented, brilliant, independent, and charming. Persian cat, don't underestimate your ability to manifest your dreams. I started this off saying you have very strong manifestation skills, okay? So don't underestimate your ability to manifest your dreams. You may have several priorities vying for your attention at once, but you can do it. You just have to see which one, prioritize which one you need to tackle first, okay? What's going to be the smartest for you to tackle first. When it comes to manifestation, anytime you're feeling like you can't do it, or you're rusty, or you lost your power, start by manifesting something small. And then once that happens, you will feel more confident, and then you can go manifest bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, okay? We have Prince of Spring, which is Knight of Wands, okay? Passionate, charismatic, confident, restless. You're very charismatic, charming. People pay a lot of attention to you. People like your aura. You give people energy. People being in your presence, they get energy from you. So you may find that you attract a lot of energy vampires. You have to be very careful with the people that you entertain because they can be very draining. You have to learn how to protect yourself, spiritually protect yourself, okay? Put up boundaries, both physical, practical, and spiritual. We have Dolphin. An opportunity arises that needs your attention right away. Moving quickly is important, yet there's nothing you can't handle if you follow your inner guidance. So once again, inner guidance is showing up here. You're very intuitive, like I said, and I said earlier, you use that to kind of help you make important decisions. People may think you're crazy for that. People may be waiting to see like if that actually works out for you. Is living a intuitively led life going to work out or not? So a lot of people are watching you to see what all you are capable of. This is people who are both on your side and very encouraging, and people who also want to see you fail, okay? Because they don't want you to be as powerful as you really are. You're gonna have to ignore those people. Okay, so we have exposed and revealed, and we have an eye here. Okay, so like I said, you have a very psychic eye. Your third eye is very, very strong. And we have feeling the world. So you are a very empathic person. Like I said, people come up to you and they just start telling you their business. They start telling you their problems. People do a lot of trauma dumping on you. So you have to learn how to keep your boundaries up strong and be able to listen to people's problems without taking their problems on as your own. Okay, so you may end up being a life coach, a spiritual life coach, or a reader or a spiritualist, but more so someone who not only just does spiritual work for people, but offers advice that is spiritually led or intuitively led, okay? Whew. Try not to sneeze. Well, that didn't work because I sneezed. Okay. So then we have first quarter moon in Aquarius, trust the universe. Last quarter moon in Cancer, take a breather. So I already said you could be a Cancer. Cancer is coming up heavy, which is also why the empath situation is here as well. You could be an empath. You could be someone that's very nurturing, very motherly. Whether you're a man or a woman, you have very nurturing energy, okay? And then we have Aquarius here also. So we have trust the universe and take a breather. I told y'all I'm having to learn how to take a breather myself. Like, hey, I don't have to clock in right now to at a specific time or on a specific day. It's okay if I rest. It's okay if I sleep in a little bit later because I'm not feeling good. I'm making my own schedule right now. Like, I don't have to. I kind of feel like I need to go harder because I'm making my own schedule. I'm working for myself. I don't have a paycheck to fall back on where I know how much is going to be every single week or every 2 weeks or every month or whatever. Like, I felt like I needed to go harder to the point where I overworked myself and made myself sick. Okay. So learning how to take a breather and trust the universe that you will be taken care of, that your gifts are providing for you, that you don't have to overwork yourself, that you don't have to be afraid. And it's funny it says take a breather because I literally had to start doing breath work to learn how to activate my parasympathetic nervous system. That is the branch of the nervous system that creates the relaxation response. So instead of releasing the stress hormones and adding to the worry and anxiety, it activates the hormones that allow you to relax. Okay, so I had to learn how to do that. So you need to figure out what it is that you can do to help yourself relax and trust yourself and trust your intuition and trust your psychic abilities and your connection to your higher power. Because you are meant to be using your psychic abilities to make money, okay? And it is, don't let nobody tell you you should not be able to make money off of your spiritual gifts, off of your energy, and off of your time, okay? You are allowed to make money off of your gifts, okay? You need to be able to survive just like everyone else. And if people want to take up your time, like I literally would have people on my phone for 8 hours. One person on my phone for 8 hours, not talking to multiple people per day. People were starting to take advantage and monopolize my time. Oh, you better believe that I should have been getting paid. I'm on the phone for 8 hours. Multiple people, not multiple people in one day, but several people be on my phone. I still have this problem I'm trying to work through where I be on the phone with people for a whole dang work shift. Pretty much. And then they still don't be wanting to get off the phone. I'd be like, okay, I gotta go. Anytime people are using your time and your energy, you should be getting something back. Even if it's not money, it could be something else that's exchanged, okay? Energy, support, things of that nature. But don't feel bad about getting paid for your gifts. Whew, okay. Bear with me, y'all. I don't know how I'm going to do 2 more groups with my nose running like this, but let me go ahead and do it, and then I'm going to take some Benadryl, okay? So we have I'm sorry, defenselessness, righting past wrongs, and uprooting. Hold on real quick. My son's letting me know he's on the bus. Okay. Okay, I'm sorry. Defenseless list, writing past wrongs, uprooting. So, because you have the psychic eye, the ability to see beyond what is literally in front of you, you're able to see people's true motives, okay? You may find that you end up in arguments with people sometimes because people are really passive aggressive. A lot of times people don't even realize how passive aggressive they are, or they don't fully understand their own feelings. So when someone comes to you and they start talking to you, you immediately see past the BS. You see what their motive is, even if they don't fully know what their motive is, and you handle them accordingly. And sometimes it shocks people because they don't even fully realize how they're coming at you, okay? So you're going to have a lot of people apologizing to you, a lot of people that doubted you, doubted your gifts, told people you were fake, you weren't the real deal, you were scamming, you're crazy, this, that, and the other. A lot of things that you predicted and said would happen are going to start happening, and people are going to have to come back and eat their words, okay? We have, you're like a mirror, so you reflect back to people what's on the inside. So people may be triggered by you a lot. You may not be doing anything wrong or saying anything wrong or crazy or out of place to people, but you may find that people get triggered by you a lot because you're a walking mirror, okay? Kind of a tough gift to have. I have that gift as well. And a lot of times I trigger people, they get mad, whatever, then they come back trying to apologize, okay? That's just how it is when you're a walking mirror, okay? Trust the timing. Trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. If you are in a space where you have been called to use your gifts to make money, to leave the workforce, if you've been forced out of the workforce, you may feel like time is running out and you're going to be scrambling. Please don't feel like that. Please understand, worrying does not help your situation. Strategizing, yes. Strategizing can help. Worrying does absolutely nothing. Okay? So that's when we got this air card. That's when you may need to start taking those breathers, do those breathing exercises to calm yourself down. You could also be an air sign because we had Aquarius that came out. So Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, or a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, somewhere in your birth chart, okay? And we have new moon, which once again, Cancer is showing up, okay? Cancer or Pisces when it comes to the moon. Let's see if it says anything in the book about this card. Okay, so it says the new moon or dark moon is a void in the starry sky. When the moon is almost completely covered by the shadow of the earth, below the moon, buried beneath the soil, a seed is ensconced, preparing for growth. What? I don't have time for these riddles today. It says the moon may be barely visible in its phase, yet we know a bright crescent will soon emerge. In the absence of the moon's light, so it looks like a new moon is like when the moon is covered up, so you can't really see it. That's why they also call it a dark moon. So it says, in the absence of light, we may start to notice the brilliance of the stars in their own right. So that gives the stars, which are smaller than a moon, that gives them more chance to shine and more chance to be noticed, okay? So you may not, especially if you're on a platform, a social media platform, you may not feel like the biggest fish in the sea. You may feel like there's other people that are outshining you right now, but people are going to start taking notice of you, okay? It says, we can watch the constellations play out their stories as they travel across the sky. Following the lead of the moon's shadowy space, we can turn our focus inward, finding the seeds of stars within us. You could refer to yourself as a star seed. Oh my goodness. I'm going to have to go get some more tissue in a minute. It says, we know not to fear the darkness, but rather to embrace it and see the curved mirror. Ooh, did I not say y'all are a mirror? It says, we know not to fear the darkness, but rather to embrace it and see the curved mirror of time and space before us. Okay? I'm going to go get some tissue, so give me a second. All right, I'm back. So we have lost in space, needing direction, mindful, groupthink. So it's a play on the word mindful, but it also says mind full, like your mind is full, okay? We have lay of the land, ancestral wisdom. And we have mind focus. So we have mind here a couple of times. Oh, goodness. Sorry, y'all. I keep sneezing. Okay, y'all. I'm back. So I'm probably going to have to stop after I finish your reading and then do the other readings later on. So let me get through your readings. Thank goodness I picked out the oracle cards for every pile so far. So that part is done because, yeah, I think I was a little bit over ambitious trying to get this done today. You may have days like that as well, where you are over ambitious, you want to get things done, okay? You have the time on your hands to get things done, so you want to maximize every minute, when sometimes the right answer is just to rest, it's just to lay down, it's just to lounge around, watch TV, sleep, take a nap, stare at the wall, whatever. So you all may be in a space where you're trying to balance using your talents to make money. So you may feel like you need to constantly overwork, okay? And you need to chill. Chill, okay? We have lost in space, needing direction. You may not be sure if you're headed towards the right direction, but you're going through this right now where you're having to figure things out because you are going to help other people to be able to figure things out. You're going to help other people who are in need of direction. You're going to help lead the way for other people, okay? So you're kind of like the prototype. You're kind of like the person that has to do things first, figure things out first, and then you can help other people. We have minds full, group think. So you are not the type of person that goes with the crowd. You do things based on your own intuition and what you feel is right. And like I said earlier, people may have doubted you, but people are going to find that they should have listened to you, okay? You could be in your 30s, so mid to late 30s, early 40s, because we have 36, 40, and 34 here. So you could be in that age group where you are an adult, but still kind of considered a young adult. So there's an age range here, so 30s to 40s. But you're having to relearn, even though you're an adult, you're having to relearn how to live the life that you want to live and how to take things a day at a time. And you don't necessarily have to know, like, you have the intuition to know what's coming up, what's coming next. But because divine timing is at play, you may not necessarily know exactly when things are going to happen, or you know what's going to happen, but you don't know how it's going to happen. A lot of people get confused with people that are psychic. They feel like you know every little thing. You don't know every little thing, okay? I know people say that we're gods and goddesses. My name is Capricorn Moon Goddess, right? But I don't consider myself a god, because the gods, they know everything. Our ancestors, they may know more than what we know, but they don't even necessarily know everything. So although we have intuition, although we can see things ahead of time, although we have those dreams, although we have those visions, we don't get every single piece of information. So we don't always know the timing. And then timing can change on top of that. So it doesn't even necessarily always help to know the timing of something, because timelines change all the time. So you're learning like, oh, not everything is set in stone. You're learning like, I may know what's going to happen, but I don't know how. And I have to be open to allowing it to happen in the best way for me. What's the best way for this to happen? What's the best time for this to happen? And the best way and the best time may not be what you feel is the best. Okay? So you're learning how to not get disappointed by setbacks. No, you were not necessarily wrong about something happening, but things can change. This is a fluid type of situation. We're not living just a straight linear life. There's so many different paths we can take, and every decision we make every single day is putting us on different paths, timelines, things like that. So don't let people try to discourage you. Like those people that'll be like, oh, if you're so psychic, how come you haven't won the lottery yet? How come you did? Like, I love when people, something will happen to a psychic person and they'll be like, oh, wow, they didn't see that coming. And it's just like, psychics are not gods. We don't know everything. So you're learning how your psychic abilities work. You're learning how to live the life of a person that's an alchemist that manifests as they go. You're learning how to be prepared. You're learning spiritual maintenance, so that you don't have to try to manifest and do things at the last minute. You're learning how to connect with your higher power, your higher sources. Some of you may be doing breath work to do that. We have lay of the land, ancestral wisdom. You're learning how to connect to your ancestors, how to recognize who they are, how to recognize when you're getting a sign from them. Okay? We have mind focus. Concentration and focus of the mind are keys to sustaining a strong link with the spirit world. To create a strong link with the spirit world, it's important to build your psychic connection so communication can move freely back and forth between the spirit world and you. A mind that is not focused cannot concentrate on the task at hand. Once your attention veers off somewhere else, the link with the spirit world can easily be broken, and you'll have to reinitiate the connection all over again. There are many ways to train your mind to be more focused. Meditation is one way. Simply focus on the rhythm of your breath, okay? Breath keeps coming up here. Breathing keeps coming up here. What they don't say when they talk about breath work, a lot of times people forget to mention how fast or slow you're breathing. So it's better to breathe in as slowly as possible and breathe out as slowly as possible to activate the parasympathetic nervous system, the relaxation response. Breathing in slowly and out, because I was breathing in too fast and breathing out too slow, or breathing out too fast. So I was like, what is the big deal about breath work? I don't really see nothing happening until I took a course on breath work, and they explain, breathe slowly. It's like, oh, I saw a big difference. I felt a big difference physically in my body when I started breathing slowly. Okay? It is harder to breathe slowly, but as you continue to practice, you will strengthen your lungs and your core and all that stuff, and it'll become easier. So if you don't notice a difference, you may not be breathing correctly. So consider taking a class on breath work if you need to. Different ways to breathe to get different results, okay? Let me see. So they're talking about breath work. They also say if your mind wanders, bring your awareness back to the breath. Ooh, child, we got a few more cards and I'm going to end this. I apologize, y'all. Oh my goodness. Okay. Another way is to gaze at a single candle flame. I love to do this. Also, I love looking at fire. Fire kind of hypnotizes me. So, hey, you can try fire scrying or looking at a flame. Focus all your attention on the flame and thinking of nothing else. Focusing doesn't mean intense staring. It's more about placing your awareness on one single thing at a time. When someone walks by, hold the image of their face in your mind. Being in nature helps too. So they're talking about using your spatial intelligence, being able to see things in your mind, see things in 3D, okay? Being in nature helps too. When you're outside, relax and make yourself comfortable and focus on a beautiful flower or even a tree. Notice each and everything about it. This is mindfulness, okay? And then we have mindful here, right? Mindful. And we're talking about mindfulness with this mind focus card, okay? Just another word for mindfulness. Okay, possessing the power of mind focus and concentration will make you a better vessel for the spirit world and those who seek out your help. The partnership card with this is intuitive walking. So that's basically active meditation. I do this a lot. You can go walking or jogging on a trail in nature or something like that, and that will put you into a meditative state, okay? So, active meditation, intuitive walking is a companion card with this one. We also have power of prayer. So you are a prayer warrior, okay? You have very strong prayers. Prayer to the divine source should be part of any medium's regular routine. So you definitely have mediumship abilities also. Time and time again, the power of prayer is a vital tool to aid healing and confirm the love and support in our lives. Prayer comes out in that moment of communion when we open our hearts to a power greater than our own. Remember I said we're not God. Okay? And my name is Capricorn Moon Goddess, but I mean goddess in the form of a feminine woman who's embracing her power and things like that, but not like I'm a god, okay? I know some people think we're gods. I'm not here to argue with you about that, okay? Because if we were gods, I know it's a whole lot of things that I would be making sure get done right now. I would be using my power, okay, to make sure things are exactly how I want them to be. Anyway, so it says connecting with a power greater than our own. Equally, prayers can be those quiet moments of solitude when we take time to listen from within. When it comes to developing mediumship, prayer is important for preparation. It is a powerful part of creating a loving, respectful link with spirit. You can do it as part of your meditation before any communication takes place, prior to teaching or demonstrating. That's what I do. I do it before meditation. I do it before I do readings. And I've started to take time out to ask certain questions before I do readings to see if I get the answers, because I'm opening myself up to more of the clairaudience, which is psychic hearing, when you can hear spirit talk to you, clairvoyance, when you see pictures, when you see visions, claircognizance, that's my strongest one. I rely on that the most. It's just an inner knowing. I just intuitively know information. I don't have to see nothing. I don't have to hear nothing. I just know. It's just dropped into my mind. Okay. But I have been becoming more clairaudient and clairvoyant. Okay. So I've been working on those. Maybe I'll tell y'all the exercises I've been doing, but I don't want to make this too long because, yeah, I gotta go lay down. So, yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. But practice, practice, practice. Okay? It says the power of prayer can provide strength, not just when times are rough, but equally when you need inspiration or guidance to keep you on the right track. Try not to pray just when you desire something, but instead take the time to give praise and gratitude. Pray when you're at peace. Pray because you want to. Pray to just say hello to God. Pray to help you understand how it works. Pray for the simple act of praying. I do that. I can't tell you the amount of times I pray. all day, every day. I do have OCD tendencies though. I went to the psychologist and they told me I don't have OCD. I have OCD tendencies. Hold on, this is my son. Hold on. Hi, how was school? I'm having a bad sinus day, but I'm about to come unlock the door for you because I'm doing a reading. So I'm about to unlock the door and you can just come in. All right, see you when you get here. Bye. Okay, y'all, I had to go unlock the door for my son, but I'm almost done. I don't even know what I was saying. Whew, okay. Just a few more minutes, Sierra. I was saying, like, I have OCD tendencies, so a part of that is, like, obsessive praying. So I pray constantly, all day, every day, okay? So, yes, pray more often. And it's not just to ask for things, it's to give thanks, it's to give gratitude, it's just to say hi, hey, what's up to my higher powers, how y'all doing, I appreciate y'all, okay? So it says, if this card is calling you, it's time to take a moment and send up the love. Simply speak from your heart to the divine source. Faith is key. Rest in knowing your prayers will be heard and honored as always, okay? The last two cards are Pendulum, Decision. Okay, so I wasn't going to tell y'all this thing I've been practicing because, like I said, I'm trying to hurry up, to be honest, because really not feeling good. But because the pendulum card came out, I'm going to tell y'all, because a lot of people use pendulum for yes or no. So what I've been doing in my mind is, when people ask me a yes or no question, I do my breathing exercises, and then I don't necessarily close my eyes, but I do my breathing exercises and I wait for a yes or no to pop up. So I will visibly see yes or visibly see no. You can also practice this by visualizing an 8-ball in your mind. The ball that you shake up, you shake it up and it gives you yes, no, maybe, or something like that. You can practice that instead of just relying on your pendulum. And then if you want to do that and then use your pendulum for yes or no, then you can do that. But practice your clairvoyance with the yes or no, as well as using the... I don't trust pendulums because of physics, okay? If you are holding it a certain way or putting too much pressure on it or whatever, that can make the pendulum move a certain way. So I don't use pendulums. I don't trust it. You don't know what physics is behind the way it moves. Like, the person could be holding it a slightly different way or whatever. Torque, tension, all that stuff. Yeah, so... I'm a scientific person, so I'll be like, yeah, I don't know if I trust the pendulum. Especially with me, I got shaky hands, okay? So I like to use cards for yes or no, or dice for yes or no, or coins, things like that. But lately I've been doing the yes or no clairvoyant, so I'm just asking the question and waiting for it to pop up in my mind. Do I see a yes or do I see a no? Okay. Also, we have book knowledge, so you're very smart. You may be writing some spiritual books, okay? That might be one of your talents, writing some spiritual books. I have some spiritual journals and books out there, and I have more that will be coming. You may read a lot. So intelligence is one of your spiritual gifts, and if you have claircognizance as a strong gift, reading makes that stronger. Learning makes that stronger. Taking in a lot of information and analyzing it, that makes claircognizance stronger. So you may have claircognizance and clairvoyance as two of your big gifts as far as the clairs go. And then you could have mediumship skills as well. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it there. My plan was to go longer, but I cannot because of my allergies. So hopefully you got some good information that could be helpful for you when it comes to understanding your spiritual gifts, identifying them, and being able to maximize them. Please let me know if this resonated with you in the comment section. Let me know which group you chose. And I hope you all have a great day. Toodles. Hey, group number 2. You all chose this card with the moons on the back. Or you chose the amethyst crystal. So let's go ahead and get started with your reading. So amethyst is very good for your psychic ability. So it can help to strengthen your intuition, your psychic abilities. It can help you tap into those abilities. It can also protect you from psychic attacks, crown chakra attacks, third eye attacks, things like that. It's also very calming, so it can help with anxiety, kind of similar to lavender, the herb lavender, which is funny because they're both purple. So kind of the same benefits from lavender is what you get from amethyst: calming, offers serenity, psychic protection, helps you tap into your intuition, things like that. Plus, it's my favorite color. I love the color purple. Purple represents a lot. It can represent being majestic, being royalty, things of that nature. So yeah, let's go ahead and see what information we have for your spiritual gifts. We're going to start off with some tarot cards, and then we will pull or take a look at the oracle cards that I've already pulled. All right, please give me a message for group 2 regarding their spiritual gifts. What do they need to know? What do they need to know about their gifts? How to make them stronger? How to tap into them? Things of that nature. So we have the World and the Chariot, which is funny the Chariot came out because the Chariot can represent the zodiac sign of Cancer, which is a water sign, and it's known to be very intuitive, very in touch with the emotions. And once again, you chose the amethyst crystal, which can help you to be more in touch with your emotions because it can help you calm down. Okay, so you all may be empaths. Okay, that could be one of your spiritual gifts. You're very empathetic. You're able to tap into your own emotions. You're able to tap into the emotions of others. Very nurturing, mother type of energy. Even if you're a man, you can be a very nurturing person. So with the Chariot card, you're also here to use your spiritual gifts to help people overcome obstacles and help people move forward. We have the Magician card that came out also. So you are very good at manifestation, transmutation, alchemy, things of that nature. So yeah, the World card is out here. It says, congratulations on successfully accomplishing what you set out to do. You made it through the challenges and incorporated the lessons life offered you with grace and courage. So yeah, the color purple is also associated with grace. Like it says here in the card, you successfully overcame obstacles and learned a lot of lessons. And like I said, with the Chariot, you're going to be using your psychic abilities, your intuitive gifts to help other people overcome as well. With the Magician, you're going to help people to be able to use alchemy and transmutation to make their situation better, okay, to turn a bad situation into a good one. Before I started your reading, Archangel Metatron came up, and that one usually doesn't come up for me. It's usually Raphael, Gabriel, or Michael, but Metatron came up, so I had to look up Metatron to see like what all does Metatron do, and I was pleasantly surprised. So I will be looking into Metatron myself. But one of the things Metatron is known for is being able to manipulate and shift reality, okay? Being able to change things, which is transmutation, alchemy. Let me see what else. What else does Metatron do? He's also good for like spiritual war and spiritual protection. So again, that's what Amethyst is good for. Also, he reminds me of Athena, okay, because it says he is good with strategy and being tactful. So coming at war, or coming at problems or issues, or dealing with problems or issues in a way where you have to like play chess, not checkers, okay? Y'all forgive me, I'm not feeling good today, so it's taking me a while to get my words together. But he is very intelligent, okay? So you may have, one of your strongest gifts may be claircognizance, which is clear knowing. It's just when you just know things, not because you saw something in your third eye or you heard a spirit tell you something. It's just, you know, it's like information has been dropped into your brain and you don't know how you got this intuitive information. Archangel Metatron is really good with that. Now online it says he has the powers of cerebrokinesis, which is basically using your mind to reshape reality and things like that, or tapping into other people's minds. Okay, so you may be able to read minds. It also says chronokinesis, so you may be a time traveler, able to manipulate time. Excuse me. I've mentioned before, I do this in my dreams, go to other dimensions, past lives, things like that, without even trying to. So I don't necessarily know how to control it, but maybe I'll work on controlling it. So you may be interested in Doctor Strange and things like that. There's some other things that he's good for, but I'm not going to mention them here. Well, one of them was pyrokinesis, which is the ability to manipulate fire using your mind. So that is something that I like to study that too. So you may have thought about just doing things that you don't hear everyone talking about. You don't hear everyone talking about pyrokinesis, or I forget the one where you can manipulate magnets, but you may be into that as well. All of the various powers, superpowers, basically superpowers, things that you see in movies, but you don't really see a lot of people saying they're able to do these things, right? So you may have some spiritual gifts that are more complex. You don't see a lot of people being able to be like an earthbender, firebender, waterbender, things like that, airbender, right? So you have a lot of interesting gifts. And so you're going to have a lot of fun when you are able to tap into those things, because like I said, you don't see a lot of people talking about that kind of stuff or demonstrating. It's almost like a carry, telekinesis. Like, you know, you can do a lot with your mind. You are very, very smart, and you can do a lot with your mind. Things that people wouldn't even believe that you would be able to do with this magician card. Yes. And this is very specific. So if you haven't been feeling like you can do these things, or at least thinking about it, this reading might not be for you. But this is some high level stuff here. Like, the CIA would probably want to find you if they could figure out some of the stuff you could do. So you may want to keep some of your spiritual gifts and powers to yourself, because people would think you're crazy anyway. It's either, if you tell people some of the stuff you can do, they would think you're crazy, or you could put like a target on your back. because you might have certain governmental agencies looking for you, okay? So this may be stuff that you have to keep to yourself, but you can still practice and make it work for your advantage. We also have the Emperor card, so you could be an Aries or have that somewhere in your birth chart. I am hearing Midhaven, which I think my Midhaven is in Aries. I think, not sure. It says structure and organization are important right now. Don't be afraid to take on a leadership role as you have much wisdom to offer. So you're very organized. You're a self-starter. You are able to take initiative, get things started. You're meant to be a leader, okay? You are different, okay? Aries can represent pioneer type energy. So like I said, you have a lot of things that are gifts that people may think are weird or think you're some kind of like freak or something, but you're really not. But yeah, you have to be very smart with the way you move, okay? And not let everybody know what all you can do. We have ego. I don't know which card this represents. I will look in the book in a minute because it's got to be a major arcana. So it says you may feel that you're trapped in your situation. It might be the Devil card, but let me see. But that's not true. Be careful not to overly focus upon material wealth and break free of negative thinking. I'm thinking this is the Capricorn or the Devil card, which represents Capricorn, but let me check. If it even said, it might not even tell me. You know what? I can look up number 15 in the tarot and that'll tell me. I think this is Capricorn though. Why I keep saying Capricorn? You must be a Capricorn or have that significant in your birth chart. Let's see, card 15 tarot. Yeah, it's the Devil. Okay. So we have the Devil here, which can represent Capricorn. So you are meant to work for yourself. You're meant to use your abilities to help you get money. And you're meant to teach other people how to do this as well. So it is kind of tough sometimes when you are being led to be an entrepreneur. Especially with this Emperor. We got Emperor and Capricorn. And then I said Metatron can manipulate time. And Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, which deals with time. So yeah, you're a very interesting person. Very, very interesting. But a lot of masculine energy here, even if you are a woman. There's a lot of masculine energy, but there is some feminine energy with the Chariots or the Cancer card. So you're well-rounded with your masculine and feminine energy. But you're just like a boss. You're like a leader. Queen of Autumn, which is Queen of Pentacles. You will be given advice that's both practical and creative, and it should be followed precisely. Focus upon the positive in every situation or person. So once again, this is talking about transmutation. Transmutation of energy is one of your big gifts, okay? You may want to look into the universal laws. That's one of the universal laws. You may want to look into those to get more information about the rest of them. But transmutation, alchemy is your strong suit. Your third eye, crown chakra are very strong as well. What you may need to work on is the root chakra, just feeling more comfortable, feeling more free. You're a very structured person, so sometimes you may overthink or you may worry about your stability. So yeah, learning how to quiet your mind down and quiet down worry is something you probably have to work on. So that way, you are free to practice your spiritual gifts more. But it's kind of hard to practice them if you're worried about being able to pay bills and things of that nature. So you may be still trying to figure out how to
use your gifts to make consistent income. Because even if you have a job right now, you are being called eventually to just work for yourself. Because like I said, you have a lot of difficult gifts that take a lot of time to develop. And you got to be right mentally because you have a lot of mental gifts. Mentalism is one of your strong suits. So being able to calm yourself down and tap into that. We also have strength, so you could be a Leo or have that somewhere in your birth chart. And we have 2 of Summer, which is 2 of Cups. It says you're falling in love or experiencing a deepening of emotion in your current relationship, marriages, or romantic partnership. Marriage or person or romantic partnerships in distress can still be saved. Don't give up. So you all may end up being in a divine connection with a partner who also is very skilled with mentalism, with using their third eye, their crown chakra, their intuition, things of that nature. So you're definitely not meant to be alone out here. So you will have someone that you are able to talk to, because it's kind of hard when you have certain gifts and things of that nature. You can't just go talk to everyday regular people. Like, you can't go to work and talk to your coworkers about it or friends. I mean, you can, but it's not the same as talking to someone who understands fully what you're talking about. Okay, and is not going to look at you like you're crazy. So you all will have a divine partner as well that's coming in. All right, we have last quarter moon in Pisces. Talk less, feel more. Talk less, feel more. Yes, you all need to do a lot of meditation, a lot of sitting in silence, a lot of breath work, because your mind is the most powerful thing. Your voice is very powerful as well. But you will need to use your mind in combination with your voice. So knowing what to speak, how to speak it, you may even tap into light language or speaking in tongues, things of that nature. But yes, we have Pisces on here. So you could be a Pisces, have that somewhere in your birth chart. Pisces is very intuitive, a very psychic sign. So you're definitely very psychic. We have full moon in Libra. You can have that somewhere in your birth chart. It says find a balance. It is very hard to live in this mundane world when you have spiritual gifts that are out of this world that could put a target on your back, that could have people thinking you crazy, okay? So yeah, finding a balance is one of the things you have struggled with, but I feel like you're getting there. I feel like you're getting there. You will be able to teach other people how to do the same. We have deep cellular hearing. Arcturus energy, physical and emotional healing. Kind of what I already said. You're going to help people to be able to heal. Okay, so you all may be healers as well. That's one of your spiritual gifts. So you may be into herbs, you may be into holistic medicine, or using like tuning forks, learning about the electric body, epigenetics, learning how to use your mind to heal yourself, learning how to rewire your brain, okay? Creating new pathways with the things that you speak, the things that you say to yourself, the things that you think about, being very mindful. Well, I thought about very mindful, very demure. I'm sick of the internet. I'm sick of the internet. Oh my goodness. I'll be glad when that phrase isn't popular anymore. But like, you may be interested in I don't know how you say it, neuroplasty. Let me just say neuroscience, okay? You may be interested in neuroscience, stress management, psychology, very into the mind, hypnosis, things of that nature. We also have star ancestors, hidden secrets, lost wisdom, look a little deeper. So you are the one in your family that is most likely the most connected to your ancestors, or one of the few people in your family that is connected to your ancestors. So continue to connect with them. We also have the number 38 here. I keep telling y'all that's one of my favorite numbers right now. So the number 38 and the number 8 are here. I like 38 because 3 plus 8 is 11. And then 8 is also one of my favorite numbers. So we have 38 and 8. Yay! Endless possibilities and into me I see. So you had to go through a lot of emotional hardships so that you could learn how to work through those, so that you could learn how to use different healing modalities to heal yourself, to heal your mind, to heal your body, to make yourself feel whole. So you had to go through a lot so you could be able to teach yourself how to get out of those things. And align. We have align. So how to realign, how to recalibrate. And now you will be able to teach other people how to do the same. We have witch bones, and I don't know what that means. So let's see. We have a heart here. So definitely connecting with the heart chakra. Manifestation from the heart. That's why you're really good at manifestation, because you manifest from the heart. Okay. What's the meaning of this card? So it says structure, foundation, and roots. I told you you're a very structural person. The Emperor, this kind of represents the Emperor card, this witch bones. You're building a strong foundation. It says witch bones give us form, structure, and strength to build our practice on as we craft condition. To build our practice on. Oh, okay. Let me reread this. Witch bones give us form, structure, and strength to build our practice on as we craft tradition. They remind us of the liminal space between life and death, bringing us the wisdom of the ancestors. Witch bones tells us the story that becomes the song we sing in this life and carry on to the next. The earth below our feet is made up of those who have come before us. So talking about ancestors. It sets the space that we share with others. Our bones give us shape, protect our internal organs, and aid us in mobility. We are the ancestors of tomorrow, with our roots touching the past and our hearts embracing the present. Tradition is being crafted every moment. Our relationship with the land is a never-ending story. So you're making new traditions for your family, and those traditions involve not having the same generational curses that y'all have had for so many generations. So let me put these away, and then we'll get the rest of the cards. And y'all gotta bear with me today. I'm moving slow because, yeah, not feeling the best. So we have in the hand, the universe is your partner. Overflow, overwhelm, and plenty. Wish or vanishing mirror. Ego sublimation. So ego came out twice here. So you had to learn how to deal with the ego, how to not let the ego get in the way, okay, of the work that you need to do. In the hand, the universe is your partner. And it looks like they have like fire coming out of their hand. So like I said, fire might be important to you. You could be a fire sign, Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. We had Aries and Leo come out. So you could definitely be a fire sign. Like I said, you're very, very powerful. Okay, you may use mudras or hand gestures to manipulate energy. Overflow, overwhelm, and plenty. So if you're worried about money, if you're worried about being able to survive, you don't have to worry about that. Okay, Your gifts will provide for you. Your ancestors will provide for you. So don't worry about money. We also have Black Cat, good luck. So you have luck on your side. You may be into some things that people may consider taboo. A lot of people think black cats are not, they think they're bad luck, not good luck. But like I said, whatever everyone else may consider to be bad or things that may be negatives to other people, you're able to transmute those things to work in your favor. And we have Shagai, fragmented. These are bones. Again, so bones are important. Bones are important. Let me see what does this card mean? With the fragmented, you're here to help people put themselves back together mentally, like I said, after going through a lot of trauma. So you could be a life coach or something like that. Okay, so Shagai, I don't know if I'm saying that right. Still common in Mongolia and throughout Central Asia, where it originated. It refers to the collection of small knuckle bones of sheep, goats, and in some case, wolves, which are thrown on the ground. You might like to play dominoes too, because I'm thinking about bones and dominoes. And then I've been saying a domino effect is going to happen, like where it seems like overnight you just like get this huge boost and it puts you like on a high level of success. It says the pattern they form is then divined by a bone thrower who is gifted in their interpretation. By seeing how the bones fall, the diviner can settle arguments within the tribe, listen to the ancestral spirits for guidance on health issues, and discover answers to questions asked. So like I said, healing on all levels, health-wide, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. It also says a situation is healed. Time to pick up the pieces and move on. So like I said, you're helping people to be able to move on past being a victim and more towards being a survivor. Okay. Helping people to not be ruled by their emotions. So being able to have a balance of logic and emotion. The incantation in this book says, I won't turn back, I'll carry on. Hard words and sorrow make me strong. For now I rise, I'm standing tall. Emotions healed, I conquer all. All right, so you could be gifted in reading bones. But definitely are a healer that's meant to heal people who are fragmented mentally and emotionally, but also being able to help people heal on a physical level with different healing modalities. Like I said, could possibly be like using tuning forks or electricity, working with the electricity in the body, which tuning forks do that, or other healing modalities. All right, so we have creating space, creative expression, and sitting in your power. A lot of sitting and meditation for you all. So creating sacred space. Sacred space is simply a way to hold the energy of the spirit in an honorable, loving, gracious manner. This card is a sign that it's time for you to create a sacred space that's unique and personal to you, so you can communicate with your spirit guides, most high divine, all of that. Some people like to burn sage, some people like candles, play music, meditate, or pray before working with spirit. It's a way to create a loving, inviting environment for spiritual connection and communication. So make sure you always have like a welcoming environment when you want to connect to your spirit guides, most high divine, angels, ancestors, things of that nature. Burning sage and lighting candles and things like that, it's not necessarily needed, but it does help to add to the ambiance. Okay, it does help to attract those spirits that you want to attract and talk to. It's like creating an ambiance, a nice environment for them. Okay, it says the most important thing that's needed when creating your sacred space is a loving intention. This can be used wherever you are, anywhere in the world. Try it. Take a breath of loving awareness into your heart. In your own words, ask for a clear healing connection between you and the spirit world. Always share gratitude to spirit for hearing and honoring your intention. All right. Creative expression. Creativity is not only a way of expressing your personality and spirit to the outside world, it's also a great way of disconnecting your analytical mind so you can reconnect with the creative, expressive, and intuitive side of your brain. So it's talking about using your right brain. Okay. See, brain, mind, neuropathy. I don't know if that's the right word. But a lot with the brain and the mind here for you all. Learning how to work with the brain and the mind. It says, as children, we started our lives by freely using the more creative right side of our brain. As we got older, as a result of schooling and societal conditioning, there was a tendency to pull away from the right side and rely more on the intellectual left side of our brain. Intuition floats on the edge of creativity, so try doing something creative, such as taking a class where you can practice sketching, drawing, writing, painting, coloring, making poetry, or whatever works for you. A lot of people are using those adult color books now to kind of help them tap more into the right brain. Be creative. Being creative can be quite meditative in its own way. So yes, people use creativity to tap into meditation. There are spiritual artists out there. I don't know what they're called, but I've run across like a lady who she's a painter and she paints based on her intuition. So she will make a painting for you and give you a reading based off of that painting. So maybe you have intuitive gifts that are expressed through art. So you could be an artist of some kind, or a music artist also. Okay, but something with your creativity. You could be a candle maker. You could be somebody who makes those sage bundles that have like the flower petals and all of that. Like, you're a very creative person, so keep using your creativity. It definitely is helping you strengthen your spiritual gifts, okay? As well as your ability to meditate. And we have sitting in the power. Okay, I'm going to try to get through this without sneezing. When learning to connect with the other side, it's essential that you make time to get to know your own spirit. If you randomly pull this card, then spirit is calling you to take time now and sit in your own power. It's time for you to consciously focus on your own inner light and tap into the unlimited spiritual power within you. Take a moment to close your eyes and imagine you're slowly and gently breathing in light. Allow that light to fill your physical body, letting it expand your own energy and aura. Continue to breathe in a simple manner, allowing some time to sit and be in the expansion of your own loving light. Now, what's funny is that's what I do before I do readings. I do breathing exercises, so you may want to do those. Those definitely help to calm your mind so that you can meditate. So yeah, because you have a lot of work to do with the mind, breathing exercises may be important. I forget what it's called. I don't know if it's called heart coherence, where you breathe to the point where your breathing is in tune with the flow of blood, or your heart pumping blood and your brain and all of that. Y'all have to forgive me because I'm not feeling good today, but you can look into that. I think Heart Math is an institution you can look up. They may have some information on that. You can do a lot with breathing when it comes to healing and things of that nature. So you may want to look into that. You may be a breathwork practitioner or something like that. Maybe that's what your calling is. Now, yesterday, so I did group 1 yesterday. I'm having to do 1 group per day because I'm not feeling good at all. So I don't have the energy to do all the groups at once like I usually do. So group 1 did not get these extra cards, but I think I'm gonna pull some of these for y'all. I have a little more energy today. So we have Jen, wildness, enigma, service, choices. So you definitely are someone that's tapped into both the light and the dark. So sometimes you have to tap into your dark side. You have to do return to senders. You have to remove curses. You have to tap into that femme fatale energy sometimes if people keep playing with you. You could be a Scorpio too. But yeah, you're very balanced. You could be a Libra with the dark side and the light side. And now look at this, y'all. I mentioned pyrokinesis earlier when I was talking about Metatron. The pyrokinesis card came out. Debate, rage, revolution, attention. So yeah, you definitely could be a Libra with this debate card here. But working with fire will benefit you. Now, I don't know how to say this. Sylphs, peace, agent of change, impact, important. So you are an agent of change. So you will use your spiritual gifts to help change humanity, okay? Closing circle, pure intent, sacred doors, timing and experience. Time is very important. Very important. We got astral travels. I told y'all. With timing and astral travels, you all do visit other dimensions, whether you know it or not. You do time travel. So you may be learning how to control that. Like I said, Doctor Strange. And Bridget, psychic flames. Yes, flames and fire is important here. And remember I said Carrie, and didn't at the end of the movie Carrie, she like used her mind to like set a fire? Oh, there was a show, I don't know what that show was called, Firestarter or something. It was like a girl that had telekinesis or pyrokinesis. So maybe you've seen that before. Let me see, Firestarter. Oh, it's a movie? I thought it was a series. Oh, the movie's fairly new. But I thought it was a series back in the day. Oh, it was. I knew I wasn't tripping. Okay. I don't remember what it's all about, but I think it's about a woman or a young lady who used her mind to start fires. Like, but I don't know what else it's about. But I remember seeing that in like the early 2000s or so. We also have Druid magic. So I don't know. I don't know if Bridget is like Irish or Scottish or what, but you could have that in your ancestry. But yeah. I see why I felt the need to pull this. I didn't use this yesterday on pile 1, but yeah, this pyrokinesis card, yeah, that's definitely why I got the urge to pull that one. So that's going to be it for pile 2. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch. Please let me know if this resonated with you in the comment section. Let me know what pile you chose and if it resonated, if you feel comfortable doing that. Please like, share, subscribe, and follow. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. Toodles. Hey, pile 3, you all chose this card with the triangles on the back. It also has a diamond on the back, which can be split into 2 triangles. So that's interesting. There's like 4 triangles here. And then you also chose the pyramid, which is a triangle. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with your reading. Again, this is about your spiritual gifts, what you need to know about your spiritual gifts and how to tap into them, how to make them stronger, how to make them work for you, things of that nature. Now, this is a pyramid that is multicolored, so it has several different crystals in it. So that lets me know you have several different types of spiritual gifts. Okay, this is reminding me of the chakras. I don't know if this represents the chakras. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't think it's 7 colors, but it reminds me of the chakras. So one of your spiritual gifts could be using Reiki to balance the chakras, or you could work with the chakras a lot, or the energy centers in the body. You could work with meridians, things of that nature. I believe acupuncture is working with the meridians. So yeah, you could be into those sort of things, or using your hands to heal. You could be a healer here. So let's go ahead and get some tarot cards, and then we'll look at the oracle cards. And bear with me. As usual, I have a sinus infection. Okay. Don't feel bad for me, though. I don't want y'all to feel bad when I say that I have these sinus infections all the time. It's a part of my journey, okay? I have Saturn and Capricorn in the 6th house. It's a part of my journey to have certain health issues so I can learn how to transmute them, how to heal them. I am a healer, okay? So, yes, it's annoying. It's frustrating. Sometimes it even makes me want to cry. You know, just not feeling good all the time. But at the same time, it is how I started my business. It's how I've created my products that help so many other people. And the sinus issues and allergy issues are just one more thing that I'm going to tackle and that I'm going to be able to create a remedy for. So I don't want y'all to feel bad for me, because y'all probably like, this girl always got a sinus infection. But if you're a healer, because like I said, some of y'all are healers as well, you just know it's part of being a healer. You get sick and you figure out how to cure the sickness or how to treat it. Okay, the sinuses are taking me a little longer than anything else. I've been able to tackle eczema, so that's great. So yeah, you all could be healers. That could be what some of your spiritual gifts are. All right, so we have 7 of Pentacles. The way this cow be looking at this card, like, I'll be like, this is hilarious. It reminds me of those commercials. I don't know if it was commercials or if it was billboards that had the cows on them, but it would be like funny little sayings or whatever. You could be someone who does not drink cow's milk. Maybe you drink like almond milk and things like that. So you all are conscious of what you eat and put in your body, or you're starting to become more conscious of your diet and the things that you eat. That's going to help to strengthen your spiritual gifts for sure. But 7 of Pentacles is about patience. It's about planning. So it says the planning, resources, and efforts you've invested in your dream will reap great rewards. In the meantime, have patience and meditate on your next steps. So you're headed towards success and greatness. Right now, so annoying. Patience is so annoying, right? Right now, you have to be patient, okay? 8 of Summer, which is the 8 of Cups, Kangaroo. You feel that there's more to life than what you're living. So it's time to move on. You may be moving from a situation that isn't good for you, or perhaps you're being drawn to what would make you happy. Either way, you're in control. So you're learning how to take more control over your life right now. 4 of Winter, which is 4 of Pentacles, Koala. Thoroughly think things through before making a decision. Continuing to overanalyze isn't going to get you any closer to a resolution. Like I said, worrying does not get you anywhere. Strategizing can. But it looks like here you all may over-strategize and over-analyze. So you could be air signs, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. But it says meditation and prayer will bring the answers you seek. So you're very strong with prayer. So continue to pray. That is one of your spiritual gifts. Everybody can pray. I know that. But not everyone is a prayer warrior. Okay. You're a prayer warrior. Okay. 3 of Swords. Sadness is part of life. So you all may have dealt with depression. So you may be helping people to deal with depression by using certain healing modalities to help calm the mind. Okay. Like I mentioned in one of the other piles, you may be into neuroscience, rewiring the brain. I'm trying not to sneeze. Don't sneeze. And I'm trying to think of I don't know if it's called CBT, or you could be into like CBT or EFT, things of that nature. There's another one that people used to talk about a lot. I don't hear people talking about it as much in LP. You could be into those things where you're working with the mind, you're working with the subconscious, things like that, to heal or to become successful. Let me make sure I hit play. Okay, record. Okay, we're recording. Gotta double check sometimes. So we have release. I don't know which major arcana this is. I'll look into it in a minute. It says, Peacock, it's time to release the past and move on to something new. This ending is the first step on the way to a happier future. So I don't know. This may be the death card. Let me check. What is card number 13? And hold on, y'all. I gotta sneeze. All right, y'all. So I looked up card number 13 in tarot. That is the death card. So you could be a Scorpio. Okay. You could have gifts as far as being a medium, dealing with passed on loved ones, death doula, things of that nature. Being tapped into the other side of the veil. Justice. This is a Libra card. You could have Libra somewhere in your birth chart. Okay, so part of your spiritual gifts could be getting divine justice. You may be very strong with doing return to senders. You may be very strong with court, helping people do spiritual work when it comes to winning court cases and having court cases go in their favor. So yeah, you're very tapped into divine justice and karma. Okay, you could be walking karma for a lot of people. You don't even necessarily have to do a return to sender because you're just walking karma, but you definitely have very, very strong very, very strong return to senders. Okay, we have the High Priestess Owl, very intellectual. You could also work with Athena a lot. It says, this is a time to pause and reflect, not to take action. Trust in your spiritual gifts as nothing is hidden from your divine intuition. The High Priestess. So you all are very intuitive. You may have very intuitive dreams. Okay, dreams could be one of your strong spiritual gifts. A lot of the times people either will tell on themselves. You have a compelling energy about you. Like how on Vampire Diaries and the originals, Klaus was able to compel people. So there's some sort of like, you're like a walking truth serum. So people feel compelled to tell the truth. So you may even have people come to you and snitch on themselves, tell on themselves about things they're doing. Otherwise, you will be able to see what people are doing behind your back in your dreams also, okay? But then you have to be smart about how you move and how you handle it, because you are very strong spiritually. You're very strong with your return to senders. You have to be very careful about what you think, because it can literally happen. So you have to work on staying balanced when it comes to your anger a lot, because you could do a lot with your anger without even trying. We have the Moon card, so you could be a Pisces. I was thinking about that when I mentioned dreams. So you all are very strong with your dreams, okay? And your intuition. King of Swords, so very smart, very intellectual, very fair. You don't make rash decisions. You're more logical over emotional, okay? Which you have to be. You have to be very disciplined because you're so strong, okay? So you don't want to be one of those people that's out trying to curse people and somebody look at you the wrong way and you trying to curse their whole bloodline and all that. Like, you could get into some serious trouble with that because you're very powerful. So yeah, you're a very rational, reasonable person also because of how powerful you are. You definitely choose your battles. We have Ace of Autumn, which is Ace of Pentacles, Calico Cat. There's this song I like to listen to called Calico, but I don't know what a calico is. What does that word mean? Let me see. Calico. It's a cotton cloth, especially with a colored pattern printed on one side. What? Oh, colorful. Calico cats have at least 3 colors in their fur. And then you all chose this colorful pyramid. So colors are very important for you. I don't know, like you may get power from just looking at certain colors. Like I said, working with the chakras, you're very strong with that. You may want to look into the meaning of different colors and know what each color means. So that way you can draw from that when you need to do spell work and things of that nature. But it also has to do with some sort of cloth. I guess it originated in South India. So you could have, you could practice Hinduism, or you could work with Hindu gods, goddesses like Kali. You may work with Kali a lot. Because it seems like y'all got a lot of like anger and rage, but not in a bad way. It's just like you can get like very, very like almost like the Hulk when you get mad or frustrated. You get a lot of adrenaline. I have this issue too. So it could be something with your vagus nerve that you need to work on. You're working on your parasympathetic nervous system and your sympathetic nervous system. The fight or flight response might kick in when it shouldn't, because you have a lot of energy and a lot of power. So when you get mad, you may notice like you might start to shake a little bit or quiver. Your heart might start to race, this and that. That's like adrenaline. You're getting too much adrenaline. And that's just because you're very powerful. So you may get an adrenaline rush like when somebody is just like trying to argue with you or whatever. You may find that you get too much adrenaline. Your body's releasing the adrenaline as if that person's trying to kill you, right? So it's getting you prepared to fight. And to like fight to win, fight for your life. But it's too much adrenaline. It's not that serious of a situation. So yeah, you might be a little Tasmanian devil. You might be the Hulk. Okay, hey, I got the same issues. Libras can have that problem. Okay, we can have that problem where, hey, we got a dark side, we got a light side. Watch out. So constantly having to balance your emotions, because your rage is very, very strong. Very strong. You can make the light start flickering, okay? That's how strong your rage can be. People don't want to endure that. The wrath, your wrath ain't nothing to play with, okay? We have the wheel of fortune, okay? Expect a sudden positive change in your life. You can now move forward and make great progress. So you have a lot of positive changes coming because you have had to learn how to be very disciplined. You've gone through a lot. We got the 4 of Cups here. So that's celebration, right? It says your responsibilities may distract you from noticing all the gifts that God is presenting to you. Be open to investigating opportunities that come your way. So you have a lot of opportunities that are going to be coming your way. Make sure you don't just dismiss things that you feel like, oh, I can't. Maybe you may feel like you're not qualified for something, but you really are. So don't be so quick to dismiss things out of insecurity. You're very, very strong and very powerful. So we have your life is a canvas, artist, manifestation, creative accountability. Wow, pile number 2, we were talking about being an artist. So you might want to watch pile 2. It says your life is a canvas, artist, manifestation, creative accountability, the golden children, inner child, tenderness, innocence, rare gifts. Wow, y'all need to watch pile 2 because I was talking about rare gifts in pile 2 and being an artist, okay? So definitely check out group 2 because I think both of those groups, both group 2 and 3 are for you. You may have been the golden child growing up, right? You was everybody's favorite. You were the favorite. People people shouldn't have favorite children, but not necessarily amongst your parents, but just amongst everyone. Like, everyone loved you as a child, okay? They saw something very special within you. I just talked about how you can be very rageful, but I'm also getting that you can be very calm and very reserved and very mysterious. So people are just intrigued. People are just intrigued by you. We have earth pulsing, pulse of the mother, slow down, time in nature. Sorry, y'all, had to wipe my nose. So you may benefit from working with Mother Gaia, or the equivalent of her in whatever spiritual practice you lean towards. We have full moon in Sagittarius. See the bigger picture. So, something may not be going your way right now or happening as quickly as you want it to. Just hold on. Wait for it. Wait for it. It's going to happen. Wait for it. There may be something you're not seeing right now, but you're going to help people to be able to see the bigger picture as well. Sagittarius is just reminding me of having a lot of energy. Like, y'all have a lot of energy. Y'all have a lot of energy. You may have ADD or ADHD. Yeah, y'all have a lot of energy. So learning how to transmute energy will benefit you, because you have to put that energy somewhere. So why not make it work for you? Okay. We have full moon in Virgo. Take inspired action. Like I just said, use that energy. Transmute that energy. I think y'all have more cards than any other pile. Last quarter moon in Virgo. So Virgo keeps showing up here, so y'all can have that significant in your birth chart. My Mercury is in Virgo. And then we have the Libra card. So you all are very good with your mouth. You're very good with the way that you speak. You're very good with debating, getting your point across, articulation, very eloquent, but also very assertive in your communication. So people know not to play with you, but you know how to capture an audience for sure. And that's going to help you be a life coach, or that's going to help you help other people with their spiritual gifts, because you know how to get people's attention to where they will actually sit down and listen. And you know how to explain things and break things down to people in a way that resonates with them. We have seen beyond, and then we have see the bigger picture. So yes, very intuitive, very strong third eye. You really see things for what they are, and it doesn't take you long to figure people out. You can figure people out very quickly. You read energy very well. You can read people's subconscious energy. They don't even know what's going on in their subconscious, but you can figure out what people's subconscious blockages are just by talking to them. You know, just talking to them one time. Just observe it. You're very analytical. Okay. You pay attention to detail. It says attend to the details. You pay attention to details. You remember things very well. You have a good memory. Okay. You might have to remind people, now this is what actually happened. And I'm being drawn to this die right here. Integrity. And then we have the scales. So like I said, you have Libra somewhere significant in your birth chart. And you are walking karma. You are walking karma. We have a burst of magic. And I said y'all have a lot of energy, and a lot of people say, what, a burst of energy. You have so much energy that you're able to use that, turn that, transmute that into magic, okay? So your magical power is your energy. You have a lot of energy. We have hands. Now, didn't I say earlier that you may use your hands? You may be a healer. You may use your hands. You may use Reiki. Okay. You may use drums, using your hands to drum. We have the serpent, which the serpent is a snake. The snake can represent healing. So you are a healer, but you're very wise at the same time. And you're a smooth talker. Very, very smooth talker. You're not manipulative, though. You're a smooth talker, but you tell the truth. But you're able to tell the truth and have people accept it, whereas other people would be rejected. Or like, it's certain things that people only accept from you. They could be told by somebody else the same thing you tell them, but the way you word things, the way you articulate yourself, the way you present things really resonates with people. So you're a very gifted speaker, okay? Spirit of the river, movement toward adventure, covenant, sacred contract. You may also help people understand what's in their soul contract. You may help people through karmic relationships, understanding karmic relationships, understanding the lessons, how to get out of those situations. Stranger, curiosity. I told you, you can meet somebody one time and you can already like read their energy and see what their subconscious blockages are and all of that. Because why? You're very analytical. You pay attention to everything. Can't nobody get nothing past you. Can't nobody get nothing past you. We have practicing patience. I think the patience and being still comes in because you have so much energy. So you may bounce from one thing to the next. You may get so many ideas of different things and you're trying to do too much. So sometimes you need to just sit down and chill somewhere, okay? It says a connection with spirit requires constant practice. Much like muscles in your body that need constant exercise to keep them strong and healthy, exercise builds a sound body. You may also use sound healing. Exercise builds a sound body and mind, so it's just as important to nurture your gifts, which is a practice of ongoing development and patience. When developing your relationship with spirit, there will be times when you'll feel frustrated or impatient with your progress. Yeah, I think I said that already. This is quite normal. It's important to understand that this is a lifelong development, so practice patience with yourself. So you may feel like, okay, you keep mastering all these different skills, abilities, and lessons, and like, why do I keep having more and more lessons? Am I not like done with lessons right now? It's because it's a lifelong thing, okay? We're constantly ascending. Well, not everybody. Some people are stuck. And some people regress and go backwards. But you're constantly ascending. So that's why it may feel like you constantly have new lessons. It says, practice patience with yourself as well as spirit when you feel stuck, blocked, or disconnected. If you randomly pick this card, then it's clear sign for you to practice patience. It may be time to step back from your development and nurture your own soul. So because you're smart, sometimes you may take in information constantly. You can be overstimulated. Okay, so it's time to just chill. It's time to stop studying. I was just talking to someone the other day and I was saying, like, once you start learning the truth about a lot of things, it can be very depressing. That's why they say ignorance is bliss. So you have to pace yourself with learning new information so that you don't become depressed, okay? Information overload, overstimulation. So you're having to learn how to calm yourself down. It says we all need to take care of ourselves. Like, I shouldn't be doing this reading right now while I'm sick, but I'm doing it. So I'm talking to y'all, but I'm talking to myself too. We all need to take care of ourselves to be the best vessel to communicate with spirit. A great way to learn is by simply observing and witnessing mediumship. So this may be a good time to watch another medium demonstrate spirit. Studying your peers and mentors in their work can often bring inspiration, new techniques, and motivation. It also, it says consider studying Reiki. I said Reiki, practicing yoga. Right now I am practicing yoga nidra, which is like sleep yoga. It's like calming yourself down, getting into certain brainwave states and things like that. So you may be interested in yoga nidra. I think there's something called trauma informed yoga too, or just regular yoga, whatever. Perhaps there is another aspect of spirituality that you have been drawn to. And then it says the partnership card is replenish your energy. So yeah, you have a lot of energy and you feel like you need to use that energy up all the time. But sometimes you need to learn how to transmute it, how to put it into something like a candle maybe, or a crystal, or put that energy somewhere, but don't overexert yourself, okay? We have linking with spirit. The first and most important step when you're connecting and communicating. So you all are going to be tapping into mediumship abilities too. So the first and most important step when you're connecting and communicating with spirit is to create a solid and clear link. Only when the link with spirit has been established can the delicate process of authentication and validation begin. So when you are connecting with spirits via mediumship, you do need to vet them to make sure they are who they say they are. So that's the authentication and validation process. To practice linking, it's important to first become aware of how you sense the spirit world. For some, it's a quickening, as though your whole body is vibrating, a sense of inner knowing. So you could have claircognizance, okay, inner knowing, or even seeing energy. So you may be tapping into your clairvoyance as well. Each and every medium works in their own unique way, and no matter how you sense spirit, just trust it's the right way for you. So you don't have to, just because one person is clairvoyant or one person is clairaudient, they hear spirits or they see spirits or they feel them, that doesn't mean that has to be the same for you. We all have different ways of connecting to spirit. You have to know which way is for you, okay? Only you know that. Nobody else can tell you that. You have to figure that out for yourself. It says, if you're studying mediumship for the first time, then it's always best to practice with someone who's open to receiving a message. Share evidential information with the sitter, which is the person you're reading the energy for, to validate that the link has been established with a recognizable loved one. Examples of evidence from a spirit would be the following: what their relationship is to the sitter, hobbies, jobs, names, or any pertinent information that you sense the spirit is sending you. Keep breathing into your core as you continue the link. This will help you remain grounded. I don't know how many times I got to say, do breathing exercises to connect to spirit. Do breathing exercises. Do breathing exercises. That's also going to help you with your parasympathetic nervous system to calm down because you got a whole lot of energy. Okay, diaphragmatic breathing. Look it up. Okay, so next we have tarot, guidance, and Ogum, nature. So you all may be tarot readers. And then Ogum is just working with nature. So grounding yourself is very important because you have so much energy. So getting out in nature would be beneficial for you, okay? Possibly working with trees or walking on a trail that has a lot of trees. I love to walk on the trails with a lot of trees because you can smell the cedar. I'm an essential oil girl, so being able to be in nature and smell like things like the cedar and the essential oils that I have, but being able to smell them in their natural element, I love that. So yeah, using nature to ground will help you, especially if you are very hyper like myself. Okay, undiagnosed ADHD over here, the one with the hyperactivity. My parents didn't feel like I needed medication, but it's always been known that, yeah, your girl most likely got ADHD. And I have OCD tendencies as well. That did come from a psychologist. Okay. So, oh, I forgot. I said I would use this deck for y'all. I haven't used this deck for any other groups, just this group. So let's get one last ancestor message for group 3, and then we will end this. What does group 3 need to know about their spiritual gifts? Open to love, relationships, passion, fulfillment. So you have ancestors that want to connect with you via mediumship. Okay, they connect with you in other ways, but they want to connect with you specifically via mediumship now. So you're being called to open yourself up to establishing that relationship with them. So you may have to work on some fears. If you have fears related to seeing spirits, hearing spirits, things like that, you may have to work on those fears in order to tap in. We have be thankful, show gratitude and appreciation. That will go a very long way for you all. So make sure you practice showing gratitude every day. We have begin writing now. So you may be a strong writer. Like I said, you're a very strong communicator, period. Writing, speaking, using creativity. Very strong communicator. You may also be opening up your automatic writing. Okay? Automatic writing, where you write and you get messages from your spirit guides as you write. You may be into that show Ghost Writer that was out like in the 90s or the early 2000s. But yeah, automatic writing may be a thing for you. And move your body. So connecting to spirit through dance and through yoga. We had yoga that came up, okay? And also exercise. And then we have this card where they're dancing, embrace your inner gypsy. Okay, you may come from a group of people that were referred to as gypsies. I think there's one that starts with R. I don't know if it's Romani or something like that, but maybe you have ties to like gypsies. We got spirit guides. So yeah, your spirit guides want to connect with you specifically through mediumship, but you just have to open yourself up to being able to do that. If you have blockages, it could be due to fear. You may have a fear associated with mediumship just because, you know, that's what we were all taught. We were taught to be afraid of it. So that's it, group 3. Thank you for taking the time to watch. Please like, share, subscribe, and follow, and have a great day. Let me know if this resonated with you. I did not know y'all could see my tissue. I got a whole thing of tissue because I keep having to blow my nose. That's so funny. Anyway, I hope y'all have a great day. Toodles.